Okay, Ireland are playing the USA in their final autumn international. This should not be an easy game for Ireland. They're going to ring the changes after their heroics against the All Blacks. Um, but in order to be classed as the number one team in the world, they have to beat teams like the USA on a regular basis. And this USA team should not be underestimated. I've watched a lot of the USA this year on the World Rugby YouTube channel in their American Nations Cup, which is their version of the Six Nations. They dominated that tournament this year. They won every game they played. They were unbeaten. They were solid. They were terrifyingly good. I would say this: they qualified easily for the World Cup. Their qualification games as well. This USA side should not be underestimated. They have really good skill set. They're obviously still a bit scrappier than a tier one nation, but they should not be underestimated at all. Ireland have to take this game as seriously as they took the game against the All Blacks. Yes, the Irish will be bringing the changes, and their squad depth is going to be rotated, which is a Joel Schmidt's right to do so. But they cannot underestimate the USA. They have to back up that All Blacks victory with a victory over the USA. If the Irish want to be considered the best team in the world, they have to beat teams like the USA on a regular basis by 50 points. It's not going to happen, but that's what people would expect. The USA are going to be fired up for this game. They're going to put a full strength lineup out. They're going to put their full strength team on display. The Irish cannot take them lightly. A lot of these USA players do play top level rugby around the world, and a lot of them are also playing domestically in the Major League Rugby competition that was set up this season, which is starting to reap the benefits as well. The benefits of professionalism of rugby in the USA are now being felt, and as time goes on, the professionalism will grow and grow, and the USA will get better and better. It's going to be a good test match. Obviously, Ireland are favourites. I do expect them to win. It's just and people say by how much. I think the USA will give them a proper test match. The USA will not back down from the challenge, and now they see this as a very big scalp. We've seen tier two nations embarrass tier one nations before. It's nothing new. We've seen it with Japan. We've seen it with Tonga. We've seen it with Fiji. It's the USA's turn to try and unseat a tier one nation. It's going to be an interesting battle. With those calling for Georgia to join the Six Nations, there are some that are calling for Canada and the USA to join the Six Nations, but Canada aren't on the same level as the US right now. The US are dominating their competition that they play in, the American Nations Cup. They are dominating that. They are a top side, actually. I would say they are on the verge of making tier one nation status eventually. They're aiming for that in, I think, 5 years. They really are growing the game well. The Irish cannot underestimate them. The Irish have got to do the basics right. They have to win the breakdown, win the line out, win their scrums, not give away too many penalties. I think the USA may give away more penalties, and that's where Ireland are going to get a foothold in the game, and that's where the game is going to go. But we should not underestimate the willingness of the Americans to front up, tackle, run all day. Um, the Irish have to be expecting this is not an easy game. This is not a given. They're not going to win by 50 points. They're going to have to work to grind out a result at times. They might have to play ugly for a while. It's not going to be all free flowing. But it's going to be an interesting test match to see where the Irish are with squad depth and where the USA are with their development. This is a World Cup cycle. You have to play these test matches against lower ranked opposition every now and then. It's a good lesson to learn for the World Cup when you do play those lower ranked nations in the tier one, tier two, and tier three status at the World Cup. Ireland have struggled in the World Cup before in pool stages against lower ranked opposition before. They have to get rid of that. We've won the big game. Let's take this game easy. They should take this game with the same intensity they took into the All Blacks. And those fringe players will want to impress at the weekend. The weather will have an impact, as I've said. It's that time of year. We've seen a lot of strong winds, heavy rain, snow in some parts of Highland, Scotland, and Northern England at times, snow showers. So the weather will have an impact on handling. Both sides have got to try and get the basics right. USA obviously want to improve and take the next step. The Irish want to back up a great year they've had with a win today. They want to back that up and put a statement down saying, look, we've done it to the All Blacks. We won well against the All Blacks. Let's hammer this USA side and give them no quarter. It's going to be a lot. It's not going to be as simple as that. They've got to get the basics right. If the weather does start howling a gale, bucketing down with rain, get the basics right. Keep it conservative. Just go through the phases, keep disciplined, and the result will come. There are some questioning why Tier 1 nations are playing Tier 2 nations. Well, this is why. To cement yourself as #1 team in the world, you have to beat anything that's put in front of you. And if they take this USA side lightly, it could be a longer day at the office than it needs to be, and a less of a impressive result. And the USA could win. Highly unlikely that may be, and I am saying how unlikely that may be. We've seen Tier 2 nations being taken lightly by Tier 1 nations and lose games. So it's going to be a brutal encounter. There's going to be some big hits going in because some of these American players used to play American football, and a lot of them have played at high school, so they will be physical. Discipline's going to be where the USA could be let down when they're playing against this higher level opposition who are more disciplined. The breakdown area, again, Ireland have advantage across the field, but I think passion is what the Irish need to have. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are watching any of these games that I have previewed. I want to see what you guys think about my previews, and also if you are actually at the games, I want to see your feedback as well. What you feel the atmosphere is like, what you feel the event is like, because it's been a while since I've been to a professional rugby game in league or union, and I do miss it a little bit, but it's just pricing. So what are the prices for tickets? How many people are in the stadium? How many empty seats? What the atmosphere is like. I would like to hear from that as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.